Technology is steadily working its way into our bodies and brains. Pacemakers regulate hearts, neural implants restore movement, prosthetics are no longer clunky tools, but extensions of thought itself. With each step, the line between human and machine grows thinner. The next frontier is the brain. Advances in scanning technologies are giving us unprecedented insight into how it works, from imagining neurons in real time to mapping entire neural circuits. Researchers are uncovering the code of human thought. As these models become more precise, they open the door to replicating the brain's functions in non biological systems. Think of it this way: the brain is a pattern recognition machine. It interprets sounds, sights, and sensations by matching them to stored patterns. Once we understand these mechanisms deeply, we can reproduce them. Artificial neurons, simulated synapses, and neuromorphic chips are already being built, mimicking the way biology processes information. But why stop at imitation? Machines are not bound by the same limitations as neurons. They can be faster, more reliable, and endlessly scalable. Once merged with our biological brains, they could amplify our abilities beyond imagination. Picture nanobots coursing through your bloodstream, repairing cells, reversing aging, or even enhancing cognition. Imagine upgrading your brain with modules for new skills, learning a language in seconds, mastering an instrument overnight, or instantly accessing the sum of human knowledge. These scenarios may sound like science fiction, but the building blocks exist today. Genetic technologies are rewriting the code of life, correcting errors and unlocking possibilities for longer, healthier existence. Nanotechnology is transforming how we manipulate matter, promising tiny machines that can interact with cells on a molecular level. Robotics is giving rise to increasingly autonomous systems capable of learning and adapting. Together, these revolutions, genetics, nanotech, and robotics, are converging toward a singular point of transformation. This convergence is more than technological, it's philosophical. For centuries, humans have asked, what does it mean to be alive, to be conscious, to be human? As we merge with machines, those questions become urgent. If your memories can be uploaded, are they still you? If a digital copy of your mind makes decisions, does it share your identity? The singularity represents the moment when human and machine intelligence blend so completely that it becomes impossible to separate them. It is not a single event, but a process, a curve of accelerating change that becomes almost vertical. At that point, the future unfolds faster than unenhanced humans can comprehend. Some worry this means the end of humanity, but perhaps it is better understood as an evolution, the next chapter in a story. We have always been toolmakers, from fire to language to computers, each step extended our reach. The singularity is simply the moment when the tool and the maker fuse into one. Of course, this future is not without risks. Advanced AI could be misused by those seeking control or domination. Self-replicating nanotech could spiral out of control. Genetic modifications could have unforeseen consequences. The same power that allows us to cure diseases and extend life could also create weapons of unimaginable scale. That is why the choices we make matter. Technology itself is neutral. It is how we guide and govern it that determines whether it becomes a path to flourishing or destruction. Ethical frameworks, global cooperation, and thoughtful regulation will be essential. But imagine the possibilities if we get it right. Diseases eliminated, aging reversed, minds expanded, creativity multiplied, a planet restored through clean energy and sustainable design, a universe awakened by intelligence spreading beyond Earth. In this vision, death itself may become a problem to be solved rather than an inevitability. If consciousness can be preserved, enhanced, and extended, then the very definition of life changes. The singularity is near, not as a distant dream, but as an approaching reality shaped by the exponential forces of change already in motion. It is both a challenge and an invitation to transcend our limitations, to embrace our potential, and to guide the birth of a new form of existence. When the day comes, we may look back and realize that what we called human was never meant to be the final version. Instead, we were the bridge, a step on the path to something greater. The question is not whether we will merge with our machines. The question is how we will do it and whether we will do it wisely. This is the story of our future, a story not of endings but of transformation, a story in which humanity does not vanish but evolves.